Ever wonder what went on inside the magnificent courts of the Mughal Empire beyond the grand battles and stunning architecture? What did it mean to be educated during that era? Let's dive into the fascinating world of Mughal education, a system that shaped minds and left a lasting legacy on India's intellectual heritage. The Mughals believed education wasn't just about memorizing facts. It was about molding a person's entire character and intellect. Picture a curriculum that was incredibly diverse. Students would delve deep into Islamic studies, mastering texts and theological principles, but that was just the beginning. They also learned languages, with Persian being the language of the court and administration, and Arabic. For religious studies, the arts flourished, so subjects like calligraphy, poetry, and music were highly valued. And let's not forget the sciences. Astronomy, mathematics, and medicine were all part of this comprehensive educational journey. The goal was to create well-rounded individuals, not just scholars. So, where did this learning happen? The Mughals established a structured system of educational institutions. For the youngest learners, there were Maktabs, which were elementary schools, often attached to mosques. Here, children learned the basics of reading, writing, and arithmetic, along with fundamental religious teachings. It was the foundational step for every young mind. For those who wished to pursue higher education, there were the famous These were the universities of their time. Think of them as vibrant centers of advanced learning, attracting scholars and students from all over. These madrasas offered specialized courses in a wide range of subjects. From Islamic law and philosophy to logic and history, they were the intellectual powerhouses of the empire, producing the jurists, administrators, and thinkers who would go on to serve the state. None of this would have been possible without powerful patrons. The Mughal emperors themselves were huge supporters of education. Rulers like Akbar, Jahangir, and Shah Jahan were not just conquerors. They were patrons of art, literature, and learning. They, along with the nobility, poured vast resources into establishing and maintaining these educational institutions. Grand libraries filled with priceless manuscripts were built, and madrasas were founded in major cities like Agra, Delhi, and Lahore. These cities became bustling intellectual hubs, drawing the brightest minds from across the subcontinent and beyond. This patronage created a thriving academic environment where knowledge could be preserved, debated, and expanded upon. Now, what language was used in these halls of learning? The primary medium of instruction was typically Persian, the official language of the Mughal court and administration. For religious and theological studies, Arabic was the language of choice. This bilingual approach ensured that students were well-versed in both the administrative and spiritual languages of the time, preparing them for various roles within the empire. You might be wondering, what about education for women? It's true that the formal system, with its maktabis and madrasas, primarily catered to men. Public education for women was not a common practice. However, that doesn't mean women were left out entirely. Within noble and wealthy families, it was quite common for girls to receive an education at home. These families would hire private tutors to teach their daughters subjects like literature, poetry, and the arts, as well as religious texts. Several Mughal princesses and noblewomen were renowned for their intellect, literary skills, and patronage of the arts, proving that education for women, though private, was highly valued in certain circles. The Mughal education system was a remarkable blend of religious and secular learning, designed to cultivate both the mind and the spirit. Its influence can still be seen in the cultural and intellectual fabric of India today. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey into Mughal education interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into history. See you in the next video.